Welcome back. In my last video, I talked about Ikwerre names, 50 Ikwerre names, and I made a promise that I was going to continue with 50 more Ikwerre names in the next video, which we are doing today. It's also important to reiterate that these names are Ikwerre names, but from the obvious talk. The Ikwerres answer names, Ikwerre names generally, but there are some names that some Ikwerre persons can really relate to. Obio is a name given to all the Ikwerre persons in the Obio part of Obiakpo local government, and all the Ikwerre people living in Port Harcourt local government, whom we refer to as Rebisi. So the Obio part of Obiakpo and then the Port Harcourt people together, when you combine these two, it gives you the Obio people. Now, Kaduna, Kadunum, and Kadunuba are all Ikwerre names. When you say, it depends on who is giving the name. Kadunuba, tell them, let them hear, let them know, bring it to their knowledge. That is bad. Kadunum, tell me if there is something you want to talk to me about. Don't talk to me indirectly. Talk to me directly. Tell me about it. And then Kaduna, tell them. So it depends on who is giving the name and what he has in mind. It's only the person that gave the name that will be able to determine the message is actually trying to pass across. The next Ikwerre name here is Hakaro. Hakaro simply means God's will. Okabingwa. You know, when you start a trouble, you don't know how it's going to end. So it is better not to start one. So Okabingwa means talk or problem does not really end easily. When you start it, you are in control, but you can't actually tell how it's going to end. So it's better you avoid making trouble or making problems. Mekwankari is the Ikwerre word, the Ikwerre name for do well. Otubongo means the last born, what the Igbo people will refer to as Amubi. Nchelem is a surprise, pleasant surprise. Oh, I didn't think this was going to happen to me. Oh, I didn't think I was going to have another child, whether male or female, is unisex. It means surprise, pleasant surprise. Orobum, my home is or house is a place of refuge. Those who are conversant with a place called Garrison in Port Harcourt, they call it Obunabali. It is not Obunabali. It is Obum, no Abali. Orobum, no Orabali. When you combine the two together, it gives you Obum, no Abali, which people call Obunabali. So Orobum means my home is a place of refuge. It's a place of succor for me. Ndamati, reincarnation. What the Yorubas will call Babatunde in a way, our father has come back. It basically has to do with reincarnation. Our small father, that's our father has come back now. This little child represents our father. Abeku means thanks, thanksgiving, appreciation. I'm grateful. Abeku, I'm grateful to God for this gift. Okanda, it is strictly a father's affair. Bisinu, Bisinum, Bisi has to do with honor. Let this child honor me. Let this child be an honor to the family. Let this child bring honor. It has to do with honor. So instead of saying honor in English, you can say bisinim. That's the Ikwerre word for listen. Snozochim, Snorochim, follow in my footsteps. For a father to say that, the man should live above board. The man should be one that really has something that is worth emulating for you to tell somebody to emulate you or follow in your footsteps. Eleboroma, this land is good. This land has done me well. You know, some persons, when they come to Ikwerre land, the Ikwerre land has really blessed a lot of people. So it won't be out of place if somebody who is not an Ikwerre person gives Eleboroma to my child. This land is good. It has really blessed us. Amekwata, let's reconcile. Let's make peace. Amerulem, Amerilem, we are conquered. Conqueror. Bamapa, open the way, open the door. Let good things come. Nyepon, sorry, Nyeponwo means God is the giver of children. Who gives child or children but God? You know, those days when people, take pleasure in their wives giving birth to a male child, if she gives birth to the first child, female, second, female, maybe third, people will begin to murmur and say, is it only female children should be given birth to? The third child, when the man, if you are sad that he can give the child, are you the giver of children or are you the one that determines the sex of a child? So is God that gives children and he gives what he decides or what he chooses. I have the heart of a brother. Semasi is close to Isoko. It means a plea for restraint, forgive. Ichebado, the thought of somebody actually is with us. It's because of the thought of somebody that we are doing this, or we are lacking people or somebody, and then this is an addition. The thought of having somebody join us. Dazeno, stay alive for me. I want this child to stay alive for me. Dazeno could also mean Dazeno, stay alive and prosper. Okazela, there is no problem. All is well. Kebonum, let me share in your benevolence. I want to be a partaker in good things of life. Onrehia, now this is a bit tricky. Onrehia means somebody that places himself or herself first. First love. Before now, these days we've been hearing of first love. People are beginning to talk of first love, but it wasn't like that those days. This child sees himself or herself first and will take care of himself or herself first. My personality means or matters a lot to me. Lebanon, this land I came to, let it prosper me. I want to be a partaker in what this land has to offer. Obotu, first wife of a man, first among equal. Nyewele is actually the Ikwerre word for a king. Nyewele. but it's not popular as a name because it's also the name of a deity. Ekunkwoku, Ekunkwo for short. Wealth is endless. Be patient, work hard, persevere. You will make money. You will make what? You will make wealth. Ekunkwoku. Don't be discouraged by what you see today. Better things are coming. What the future holds is better than what we are seeing now. So, Ekunkwoku. In as much as there is life, people continue to create wealth and make money. Potency means listen. A lot of people go astray because they don't listen. So when they say potency, it means listen. Menehi, do for yourself. It is good to take care of other people. It is good to be considerate. But while doing that, don't also forget to take care of yourself. And then, generally, it's also good to take care of yourself and make provision for yourself. Nzedulem, Azedulem, we have gotten to our destination. We've reached our destination. Wobo, peacemaker. This child has come to restore peace between us. If there was any conflict with the arrival of this child, is settled. This child is a peacemaker. It's somebody that has come to settle and then resolve all our differences. Wogunka, I have justice on my side. Mwerenda, reincarnation. My father's wife has returned. This child is my father's wife, come back to life. Osaro. Osaro, when you have a male child in Ikwerre, as the name is called, a female child has a name. But when the child is born and you want to give a child a name that does not actually depict whether the child is the first son or the first daughter, it just states that this child is my first child without telling people about the sex. Osaro, this is the first child, this is the senior. Kakwata, Kakwata also has to do with peace. Let's restore peace. Let's talk well and then get things resolved or reconciled. Kakwata. Masome, Omen. It depends on who is using the word. It could mean a good omen. It could also mean a bad omen. But Masome basically has to do with omen. Nyewete, handover. This is the person that is going to take over from me or the person that we are handing over to. Abi is the Ikwerre word for money. Just like a Y, Abi. A Y Zinoborama. Money is outside. It's like a wake-up call or trying to tell people, say, oh, get up in the morning, leave your house, work hard. Basically, wise and oro. Wise in Oborama. You have to go out, even if you go to the farm is still Oborama. If you go to work, it's there. But with these modern day people staying at home to make money, working from the confines of their home. Another name could also emerge, a wise in Oro. That's not to say that a wise in Oboroma is not true, but a wise in Oro, that's also another name. Awenaboro. This name is funny. Okay, if you have and then I have, it is better for two of us to flow along. Not when one person has and then the other person is depending on that person. So Awenaboro. So it's better. It's like an empowerment. If you have, you give to me, I have. The relationship flows better. Ikwerre. Two persons that bear this name, they were not able to actually tell the meaning of the name. So I'm going to hazard a guess. Ikwerre means small yam. Ikwerre. So since men cultivate yam those days, mean that small yam, maybe cocoyam or thereabout, is for women or something. It has to do with women. Then another school of thought is that Ikwerre, a female is a wife. So if you have a female child, know that it's a potential wife someday. Ehie, light. Ogodoba, frontage, is a place where kingsmen congregate. So it means a lot to them. Ogodoba, a place where kingsmen congregate, and that kind of place is where decisions are taken, where people stay to discuss things and then arrive at a decision. A symbol of unity, a symbol of oneness, a symbol of brotherhood. A sable locker. There is nothing wrong with patience. Waiting a little, there's no harm in it. A sable locker. If you want me to be patient, I would have not a problem. In as much as at the right time I get what I'm looking for. A sable locker. There's nothing wrong with exercising patience. Or wonder, the father has justice on his side. Mesenum. As you are doing for others, also do for me. Let me be a partaker of the good things of life. Then we'll have Opobri, which is akin to a palo. Although some persons are contesting that it's Orowuri. No, but what we know of Opobri is like a palo. You know, inside the house, if you go to outside, it is Ogodoba. And then if you leave Ogodoba, you go further out, then it becomes Obiri, a later place where people gather. So that is what we have today. And then for every Evo man, there's something I've observed, and I want to say it quickly. The beauty of the Ikwerre language lies in the fact that there are different dialects, and every person should endeavor to speak his or her own dialect. If you are an Obio man, speak the Obio dialect. If you are an Emo man, speak the Emo dialect. If you are an Akwa man, speak the Akwa dialect. If you are an Ishibụ man, speak the Ishibụ dialect. That is the beauty of it. So, if you are an Evo, an Obio person, there are some words I've observed, and it breaks my heart to see educated Obio people saying things like this. If you are an Obio man and you say, "Pom phone," it is wrong. Sukum Call me is the Obio language for call. Sukum, not on the phone. It is wrong. If you are an Obio man, and you say the hair on her head is called Rukerize, I'm surprised when I hear some person saying Ntukerize. It's very wrong. That is not an Obio word. Rukerize, this is called Rukerize. Then the clothes, this cloth I'm wearing now, is Iwo, not Uwo. Nail in the Obio dialect is Ituru, not Ntulu. When somebody is fat, okay, they say fat is derogatory. You say when the person is plumpy, you say oparapa, not overivu. Overivu is not Obio dialect. It's wrong. Then potensi means listen. Ogenti is not the Obio dialect. Potensi is the Obio dialect. When somebody is going to toilet, Nogamunshi is not the Obio dialect. The Obio dialect or the Obio this thing is the Obio dialect is correct. Nzinesoro, Nzengamesoro, not Nogamunshi, Nzezonyonshi. That is not the Obio dialect. Nketa is basket, not Nkata. I don't understand why people don't. Ikpe meaning is towel, not aqua meaning. So please, if you are an Obio man, I would prefer you speak the Obio dialect. If you cannot speak the Obio dialect, speak English. It is better to speak English than adulterate the Obio dialect and make it lose relevance. Tomorrow people will begin to struggle to know which one is which. Thank you very much.